So anyways, we're talking to AJ here on the trainer. It's just kind of shitty weather outside, so that's why he's riding the trainer. It's maybe like 50 degrees and windy and drizzly, which doesn't really sound all that shitty, but when you're used to riding in Florida, it actually feels kind of shitty. So AJ's just popping off a couple hours on the trainer right now. It's been a rough couple weeks for him. He really only got to go through 2 full days of camp, and then it was really modified after that. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I got down to camp. Camp's one of those things you look forward to for months and months, because you know how fit you get from camp. And you get down here, and everybody gets down here, and you get excited, and you train your ass off for 3 weeks. But unfortunately for me, on the second day, I was involved in a bike crash, went down, I cracked a bone in my wrist, bruised my ribs, got road rash on my arms and legs and back, and I went to the hospital and I tried to tough it out. I showed up the next day and tried to do the long run, ran 17 miles. It was definitely favoring my hip, and it definitely didn't, it wasn't ideal, but I thought that I could just tough it out, and because the whole team was here and because my coach is here, I thought I could just be a man and get the training done. But what ends up happening is I did 8 days of training with the team. I couldn't swim. All I could do is run and ride the bike on the trainer like this, but I did what I could, and long story short, the hip started pulling on my back, and I ended up developing a back injury after 8 days of trying to train through a bike crash. So I went home and tried to catch up with family and rest a little bit and straighten my head out, which sounded good on paper, but it never works. And
what'd you end up doing back home, AJ?
I mean, I hung out with my family, but I ended up with a couple late nights, and it's hard. Like, I'm the type of person that's all or nothing. So, if I'm not training hard, I'm not training at all. And I got maybe 2 or 3 sessions in when I was home, and they were garbage. My body hurt, and I got excited to come back and give it another shot, even though everybody was leaving. But on the plane ride over, I probably was a bit more susceptible to sickness because of how I was acting back in Cleveland, and not exactly following up with the normal regimen of multivitamins and healthy eating. And I picked up an ear infection like an idiot and got back here. Don't sleep for 3 days because I got an ear infection. Can't hear out of my ear. Splitting headache all the time. I've been on pain pills for like 3 weeks now for my back and the ear, my wrist. It's just been a mess. So, I mean, at this point, I'm 12 weeks out from Brazil and 4 weeks out from the first race in Florida. And I'm just hoping that I can slowly get myself back to some fitness and hopefully, keep pushing towards Brazil without any more stupid injuries. Either way, it is what it is. It's part of the sport. You can't really do much about getting hurt, so, whatever.